Hey Wes,
Hey, Mark.
how's it going?
Okay, I guess.
Yeah, it's been kind of a weird week, hasn't it?
Yeah, that's putting it lightly.
Yeah. What we picked the theme was dark, I think.
Yeah, it's definitely dark.
Yeah, that was yeah. The good thing is it was upsetting and not good to see, but uh, I actually took something positive out of it, which is the Constitution held, which was it was delayed, but it wasn't stopped. So now it's
Yeah,
now it's going to be to see what the fallout of it is. I'm sure. So,
right.
and who knows what it's going to be? Yeah, yep. But I don't know. I saw that the guy the photo they had of the guy that was walking off with the podium or whatever with
Mhm.
Pelosi's. He tried to sell it on eBay. That's how they caught him.
Yeah.
Or yeah, he listed it on eBay.
Hmm.
Yeah.
A bunch of clowns.
Man, yeah, that's putting it lightly.
Mhm.
It is that is for sure. So, well, hopefully have a little more positive end of the week here. Middle of the week was a little rough, but I was glad to see that everything still proceeded as it was supposed to proceed. So
So far.
yeah. So far, I feel pretty positive. I mean, who knows what'll happen, but I don't think it's going to be anything. I don't think it's going to be anything worse than what we saw on Wednesday. And was it 10 days? What is it? The 10th? Yeah. So 10 days from now will be the inauguration. So
Mhm.
and turn the page on a new chapter and get rid of the old one. So yeah, it's definitely an interesting week. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of the lot to a certain extent, kind of the logical conclusion of everything that's been going on, you know, for the last 4 years and especially the last 4 weeks. I mean,
Yeah.
that was you could just kind of see, you hope it didn't happen, but he's like, I could kind of see how people would, a certain group of people would get to that point and,
Hmm.
and do what they did. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. Well, okay. Enough of that. So, how's the job hunt going? Okay, or are you still?
Yeah. Still not getting much going on.
Yeah.
I started branching out and applying for other types of jobs other than IT stuff. So
Okay. Are you still looking in Gainesville area primarily?
yeah, I've really got to stay here. I don't see a way to move right now.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm keep my ears open for the clients and people I know down in your area, and I've talked to a couple people. Well, yeah, that was kind of this week was. I didn't get much photography done because everything happened Wednesday. I spent some time talking to clients
Yeah.
starting Wednesday night and Thursday. But yeah, I've kind of kept it kind of front of mind when I'm talking to people down in Florida. So haven't heard anything yet, but yeah, keep positive thoughts for you on that because that's could be a challenge. That is for sure. So
Yep.
yeah, good. Yeah, I've got to end the show at 7, pretty much right on 7, because I've got a Zoom with the family at 7 or a little bit after 7. So
Okay.
it looks like I just checked in. Did you do a few images this week?
No, I didn't do anything this week.
Looks like Dennis was kind of busy. Yeah, I just opened up literally right before I started, so it looks like Dennis did a few and James did a few. So yeah, I had kind of an idea for dark, and then I just didn't get to it. Kind of Wednesday happened. So I'm just waiting for Dennis. I want to get Dennis's opinion on all of this from how they perceive things from Britain. I was like, it's been 206 years since the Brits tried to do something. We figured we just, do something on our own here. I think it was 1814 was that the last time? I think it was when people forcefully entered the Capitol. So yeah, and that was during the War of 1812, I guess it was. Yeah, War of 1812 battle or whatever it was in 1814. So yeah, but any photography purchases or anything at all this week? No.
Nope.
No. Okay. Yeah. Me neither. I was thinking of getting out and doing something. The weather didn't cooperate, and all the stuff that happened Wednesday kind of jumped in on things. But looks like James has done a few, and Dennis has done a few. So I was thinking about. What was I thinking of? All about. I want to get some ideas from Dennis on. I think is it the Fomapan? Not what's the film he uses? He's got a lot of. It just escaped me.
Yeah.
I'll have to ask him. But I'm thinking about because I was going through and I was kind of cleaning up stuff in the basement. I found a couple boxes of film that I didn't know I had. So I'm wondering if they're still good or not. So I'm gonna have to.
Probably.
Yeah, I would think. Yeah, I would think it's only been a couple. One of them is only a year, so it's only a year past. So I would think it would be fine. It was down in the basement, relative. Well, I don't know. It gets humid down here in the basement in the summer, but not terrible. So it's probably still good. I guess I just need to load up the holders and try a few. So yeah, I was kind of intending to do that this week, and then everything kind of happened. So hopefully I can get do that.
Is it negative film or positive?
It's negative. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, probably fine.
Was it HP? I brought it upstairs because I didn't know what it was. Which one is it? HP5? No, FP4 Plus. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So yeah, FP4 Plus. So Ilford. So that should be. I would think that would be fine. Only a year or so, especially with the flexibility you have on black and white for developing. Yeah. And if it's not, well, it's not. I can't do anything about that. Hey, James.
How you doing today?
Oh. Hopefully, end of the week is hopefully finish up better than the middle of the week.
Mine did.
Yeah, mine did too. So definitely interesting week. Is Dennis going to pop in? Is he?
It's funny because he always says, "You gonna be on there tonight?" I go, "Yeah, maybe. Let's see what happens."
Yeah. So
I went out there this afternoon and took another photograph of my bud because I've got buds on my.
Yeah, you did.
I thought, wow, spring's coming.
Yeah.
There he is.
Hey, there's Dennis.
Hi, guys.
Hey.
Hello.
Oh,
We're still here, Dennis. The coup you initiated didn't work.
Yeah, the Queen will not be amused.
No. Link, please. Okay, Joe, I guess I'll post a link. Joe posted a comment. What did he say? Link, please. So let's see what. There we go. There you go, Joe. You can pop in here. So I want to know before we jump. It's still photography related because there are lots of interesting images taken on Wednesday as a result of the. I guess it's officially called an insurrection now. I guess that's technically what it is. So, what's the impression of all this over there, Dennis? What are they? What do the news people and what do people really think?
Well, on our television, the BBC showed Trump doing his election was stolen from us, and take back your country.
Yeah.
And then the next clip showed him doing the big backpedal speech, like, "Can't have law and order breaking down. You've got to go home now."
Yeah. Hey, Joe.
Hey, man, what's up?
How are you?
Yeah, I don't think he's been portrayed as being a stable person. He wasn't just accepted.
Really? What would have brought that up? I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fine as long as he doesn't want to go out with a bang and start pushing the buttons, you know.
And I think we're probably okay there. But yeah, it was interesting. Everything that happened did the exact opposite of, I think, had the exact opposite result of what he thought it would do.
Yeah, I think he's lost a lot of support from people who would have supported him forever.
Yeah, and I think they'll probably impeach him again. And I think in that article of impeachment, I think they can put something in there that basically disallows him from running for public office again.
Yeah, yeah.
Trying to do.
Yeah. So that'll probably end that part. So
That'd be the end of the matter then, you know.
well, yeah. From a political standpoint, probably. Yeah.
It's a shame, really, because he's brought the office of the president of the United States into disrepute all over the world. You know, it's just you don't expect.
Yeah. It was kind of a logical, like I was telling Wes earlier, it's kind of like a logical end of the path that we started 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah,
So,
one of your newspaper people said on our side that the American people voted for a game show host to run the country, and that's what they got.
yeah, we got 4.5, 5 years of reality TV.
Yeah, it's good.
But he did have the best hair of any president. I'll give that.
This is true.
Yeah, that's questionable.
Yeah. I don't know. Define best.
Exactly. Yeah.
I think Joe's got a better hairstyle than him.
Yeah, that's arguable right there, man.
Okay. He had the most orange hair of any president.
He had something on his head. Yeah.
He had the best comb over of any president.
He's
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. Did he work for McDonald's anytime?
oh my God, he's undoubtedly the worst president we've ever had ever. Period. I mean,
He done some good stuff as well, though, didn't he? I mean, he's put a lot of people back in work, which he promised.
Yeah, I mean, he did, because he's so god awful. The other ones resigned, and so there's new people coming in now. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, there's people coming in to replace.
It's kind of the likely. You didn't hope it would happen that way, but you could kind of see how you got to this way on the path we've been on.
It's just an absolute embarrassment, man. This guy's just.
He said it was a really close election, but on our side, it showed that 6 million more Americans voted for the other guy.
Yeah.
It was from a popular vote, he lost by 6.5, 7 million, which was a lot. And then on the Electoral College, which is how ultimately it gets decided, he lost by the same amount that he won 4 years earlier. And when he won, it was the monumental landslide.
Yeah.
I mean, he ended up with exactly the same electoral votes as it was 4 years ago when he declared that it was the biggest landslide ever. And now it was the exact opposite. So
he's had the biggest setback ever.
Yeah. It's like I was telling Wes, I'm actually, it was upsetting and just disgusting, but it was also positive from the standpoint that the Constitution continued to do what it was supposed to do. So they ended up still going through the process and doing what they needed to do, even though it was delayed 5 or 6 hours or whatever, but they still did it. So that's encouraging. So the institution didn't break down.
And now they're arresting all the people what broke in the building, and they're all getting charged with theft of government property. And and they're gonna be a lot more. It's just a matter of analyzing, because that cameras are everywhere there. So there's talk about photography. There are lots of images to critique there, and there's going to be a lot more arrests. They're just going to pick out where things happened and find people and identify them and go out and figure out where they're at and arrest him. So
Yeah, our police done the same when they had anarchy in London. You know, where there's always those groups who want. They're not there for any political reason. They're there just to smash the place up and steal what they can. You know.
yeah.
And they just recorded them, and then over the next 6 months, their faces were on social media. Do you know this person? They still get arrested and stuck in prison.
Yeah. It's I don't know how many they've arrested, 50 or 60 at this point, and there's probably going to be quite a bit more. Just once a matter of kind of
What
sort.
do they get for that, though? Do they
What's
get?
that?
How many years do you think they get for that? Will they get
Depends
years?
what they charge them with. It depends what they charge them with. I mean, right now it looks like they're getting charged with at a minimum trespassing and federal trespassing, blocking, whatever. But they could conceivably charge them with insurrection.
Yeah, the guy who was walking out the Capitol building with the lectern wasn't even wearing a mask. I mean, he's been done.
A lot
No,
of people weren't wearing masks.
I was telling Wes they already knew who he was, but he tried to sell that on eBay. He listed it for sale on eBay.
Top quality. He could run for president.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a very strange week in America. So
Yeah, well, at least you can change your president. I mean, we can't change our royals. Not unless we have an insurrection.
yeah. No, that's the good and the bad of it. You know, that's the thing. We always have the ability to have an election and elect new people. So that's what happened this time, and a little bit of turmoil in the exit of the old one and entry of the new one. So
Yeah, it's the first time I've ever seen anything like that on American politics. You know.
Oh dear God, yeah. It's an absolute. It just infuriates you, man. Really, it's absolutely bullshit, if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? They should be charging them cats with murder.
well, they are. They're going to be they're going to be around.
It's absolutely bullshit. It should not in any what it's.
Yeah.
As a person of color, it is bullshit, man. You got a bunch of white people
It would be
do that sort of thing and charge like that. If that had been people of color, it'd have been completely different.
Yeah, I agree.
That is literally the bottom line, man.
Yeah.
It is ridiculous, man.
Yeah.
It is ridiculous. Oof.
Yeah.
And to see the way things were handled earlier, you know, and then to see the way something like this is handled is just absolutely ridiculous, man.
Yeah.
And to see your president trying to save his ass, trying to pardon himself now because he knows that he could get charged with murder and damn self. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous, man. It is. It's just absolutely ridiculous. This cat's he's made an embarrassment out of the office, man.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Oh.
Yeah. And no, well, yeah, I mean, it's just, there's no argument there. That is for sure. And like I said, the good thing is we get to have a new president. That's the good thing. You know, that's the system that we have gives us the opportunity to do that, and we voted to change it. So,
do you think it's worth them trying to get him out now instead of just waiting?
There won't be nothing done like that. There's not enough time.
Yeah,
there's not enough time, man. You only have a matter of less than 2 weeks, and that's just flat not enough time. I mean, they could get the ball rolling. It's not even worth the energy.
Well, I disagree. I think it is worth the energy because it needs to show that they're doing. I mean, for what, you know, they're not going to be able to go through and do the trial and everything.
No, it's really not. It's really not worth it. They should put that time and energy towards the new office, towards the new president. I mean, and I don't think they'll do anything as far as that part goes. As far as trying to, because he can appeal it, and by that time, it's, you know, they'll proceed with other stuff. other ways, but trying to get him out of office in this.
Oh no, they're not going to be able to get him out of office.
Yeah, no, it's just not
What
even.
was it Pence had to do that Trump wanted him to do, but he didn't do?
Well, he supposedly wanted him to overturn and say no, the electors don't count. Basically, the individual states electors don't count, and we're going to do it our way. And he can't do it.
He didn't have the power to do that anyway.
The Constitution doesn't. All the vice president does in that role is basically he's like the secretary. He's like, okay, here's the vote. Do we? Yes, we count it. That's all he. And he knew that. Yeah, he knew that. And that's all he could do. That he had no. Yeah. It's.
He's not a stupid man. He's not a stupid man.
And overturn it. He couldn't be.
He's not dumb. He knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. He's not dumb. He just chooses to do.
Oh no! It's.
He seems to be having a laugh, Joe.
Yeah, I mean,
he's going out of his way to outrage everybody.
Well, it's we got a reality TV president.
He can't come back, can he? In 4 years' time, if he
can't.
Yeah, but even if he stood, if they didn't impeach him, he could come back and stand for president again. But I don't think he's ever going to win.
See, and that's why they need to do the impeachment, because that would politically block him from running for any office again. And I think it's just by impeaching, not necessarily going through the trial and everything, but just by actually filing the article of impeachment.
That would disqualify him from any.
That would disqualify him, and that's why I think they should move forward with that. Now, he's not going to leave in 10 days. That's for sure.
Right.
Yeah. But I think that process, impeachment's a political process. It's not a criminal process, and politically, that can basically put the block on him ever doing anything else politically, which needs to be done.
Yeah, they should do whatever it takes. Firing squad, whatever it takes, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
if he's not turning up to the inauguration, is he worried that the new president's just going to order his arrest? No,
he's just No, I don't. No, that's not gonna. He's just not showing up because he doesn't. He's not. He's never going to acknowledge it, so he just doesn't show up to do it. And
out of respect for the new president, you think he should turn up.
He doesn't have any respect.
I was the new president. I wouldn't
respect his.
I wouldn't want that.
It just it pisses me off. The whole thing, as Mark knows, I don't keep up with politics at all, and so I had to catch up. Yesterday and the day before, I caught up on everything that happened, and I signed my name, sacrificed 8 years of my life for this damn country. Do whatever you want with my life. You know what I'm saying? I'll defend this country to the death. You know what I'm saying? That's what you sign up for.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't sign up for this crap. You want to burn a flag because of freedom of speech and all these other things that happen. Okay, man, that's what I signed up for that kind of right, but not for this crap, not for this junk. You know what I'm saying? I don't think anybody did. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't the American way right there, man. That's not how you do it.
Oh no,
there's plenty of ways. There's plenty of ways to protest and express yourself. I'm all for that, man. You know what I'm saying? That's America. I don't have to like everything. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to like everything. But
and that's that's you're right. Is if you don't like something, you can protest, and you can disagree with the protest.
Right.
That's your right, or you can agree with the protest.
Right.
But when it turns to what it did on Wednesday, that's 100% exact opposite of what America is.
That's not the way you do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's not the way you do it. I don't have to. I defend the right. I don't necessarily. One of the big, arguments all the time is guns, and I don't choose to have guns. You know what I'm saying? But I have put my life on the line to defend your right to own a gun or not to. That's your flipping choice. You want to have an abortion or not? That is your choice. You want to get straight married, gay married? That's your choice, man. These are things that I sign my name on the line for you to have your right to choose. You want to come to this country to practice your religion, then do it, man. You know what I'm saying? That is your choice.
Yeah.
But these sort of things, man, no, that's not, you know, it just infuriates me, man.
Yeah.
That's the type of junk that I signed up to kill people for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
No,
saying?
it is. I mean, it literally is. That's the difference. That's what made what happened on Wednesday as what it was, which was completely 100%
Anti-American.
anti-American. Yeah,
It was. That was.
and I think everybody that walked into that Capitol should be charged with insurrection.
Yeah. I absolutely. I didn't understand. I still don't understand why someone would want to burn the flag. But okay, I've heard the arguments. You're right. You know what I'm saying? You're protesting these sorts of things. Okay, man. I don't have to like all your stuff. I don't necessarily like your stupid shirt you're wearing. You know what I'm saying? But it's your right to wear your stupid shirt. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to like everything. But God Almighty, you know.
It's lucky they live in America, Joe, because if you burnt some country's flag, in some countries you'd be shot.
Yeah.
Oh, you'd be shot on sight. Yeah.
But that's part of the American way, though. There's certain things that you'd be shot for practicing different religions as well. For women just driving, for Christ's sake. These sorts of things are things that people have died for in their country. They come here for those freedoms, and those are the things that I don't have to necessarily like it either, but that's what I have put my life on the line to defend. Your right to choose that is your right. But once you start interfering, people in this country have chose something. They voted and they chose, just like when they chose the Orange Man, right? Hey, that we have a system. It went through the system. That was the choice, and we put up with it. Oof. We put up with it, but now we have chosen something else as a country. So you put up with it.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Yeah, I mean that's like you said, they made a choice America made a choice 4 years ago to put him in the presidency, and we have the right as Americans to choose somebody else if we want to 4 years later, which is what we did. And so basically what happened was the exact opposite of what America is and what it stands for, and what everybody who served this country over the last 250 years has put on the uniform for. I mean, it's the exact, it's 180 degrees from it. And so it's
I had initially heard from one of my customers and stuff, hey, there's some protesting going on in Washington, and I was like, duh, every 5 seconds there's protesting in Washington. What are you talking about?
that's what happens. Yeah.
I mean, that's Washington. You know what I'm saying? It's like going to Vegas and someone trying to get you to sit in a 2-hour thing for timeshare. Give me a break. I mean, that's what happens there. That's the land of protest over there. I mean, that's what people do. But now I have since found out that and seen the images and seen the video, and
That was not a protest.
That was not a protest. No,
that was not.
It was an insurrection. I mean,
that was. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God. What's funny, Mark, is I have my New Year's shows, and I was just talking about on my New Year's Eve shows, New Year's Day shows, whatever you want to call it. But I was like, that first week or two in January, it seems like every year something happens.
Yeah.
And I was talking on a personal level. You know, you may have a death immediately or something tragic that will happen. And we have to learn we have to kind of plan for that somehow or another. Even though you don't necessarily know what's going to happen, we have to kind of prepare ourselves mentally and sometimes physically and financially for these big, bam, tragic events that hit immediately. We've been waiting for that new year for so long, like we all did. We were waiting for 21 to happen. Oh, it's going to be fresh and start out new. Who in the hell can imagine something like this happening?
Yeah.
You know, and you're just like, it kind of takes all the air out of your sail. Like what? You know, and you just question, what the hell are we doing here, man? You know, it's a real man. It's just like,
Yeah, but you said what's sad is you can look back and say you can see how it got there. I mean, and that's not that you ever hope that it would go there, but you can see kind of how things got to that point where something like that could happen. And that's so it's kind of like the writing was on the wall and everybody was just kind of like pretending, it was just like a big game. And oh my gosh, all of a sudden became real. I mean, that's
got real quick.
Yeah. And that's
even though it took some time, like I guess to your point, even though it took some time, a few months or a few weeks, whatever it may be, but it took some time to get to that point.
Yeah.
The minute it happens, you're like, whoa, where did this come from? How did this happen?
Yeah.
It
didn't come from left field. It kind of came from left center.
Yeah.
It wasn't from way off to the left, but it was, it wasn't out of our line of sight. It was on our peripheral vision. It wasn't, it wasn't right ahead of us, but it wasn't out of sight.
Well, if maybe even farther to your point, like it's kind of like if you're in tornado country and you're seeing that tornado way off, and it doesn't look that big, but I'll be goddamned, it's coming right at you, so you couldn't really see it. The perspective of it coming at you, and the perspective of it, it's gotten like 5 and 6 times bigger as it got.
But when you're looking through it through your iPhone to get the video for Instagram, it doesn't quite look as big as it really is.
Big. Yeah,
this big.
Yeah. See, if you'd have had the iPhone 12 Max Plus,
you would have known. Yeah, Max Pro Max.
If you wouldn't have cheaped out on your phone, you would have had the latest.
There you go. Apple could have saved us. If everybody would have had an iPhone 12 Max Pro, it would have been fine.
You see what I did there for you, Mark? Kind of brought it back to photography somehow.
Reeled us back in. So,
on that note, I haven't been here in a few weeks because, the Rams are still winning ball games right now, as you guys know. You know what I'm saying? To kind of make it a positive. I know everybody here is a Rams fan. But I haven't been here. So the update on my new iPhone 12 Plus Max, whatever they call it, is Apple has the they gave the Apple Raw or something
Apple
like
Raw,
that. Call it. And
you're the only one that has the phone, so we need your raw opinion.
Yo, nice. There we are. Yeah, there we are. Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. It's pretty cool. You can.
Is it actually something that's real, or is it actually useful?
It is, yeah, because you can
after the marketing hype, right? Yeah.
And what's that one company that did this first? Like you can adjust your f-stop after the fact.
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about, right, Russ?
Focus, is that the one you're thinking of?
Which one?
Focus.
Wasn't that 2 lenses? Takes 2 pictures or something.
Yeah, so that's the one standout feature that it has.
5 or 6 years ago, that was that camera that you could do.
Yeah,
that.
you know what I'm talking about, right?
It was a specialty camera. Yeah.
Yeah, it was right. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't think of it either.
And so this has that in there. Some similar.
Lytro.
Yeah, something like that, right?
Lytro, that's it. Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, yep, that's it. Lytro.
Mm-hmm.
It was like $1,000 or something.
Yeah, it was at the time. It was a ridiculous price, wasn't it? Like at the time, it was like I'm not paying all that money just for that,
But I won't pay for it if I can make a phone call from my camera.
Exactly. No. As a matter of fact, I'll give you more money than that if it will make a phone call.
So you think it's kind of like that, though? You're able to actually go into the raw file and edit.
Well,
Okay.
because you can, you literally can. I can go,
Okay.
I can take a picture and then hit edit. This is in the phone though.
Okay.
I haven't exported any of those photos to Lightroom to actually see what they do.
Okay. So
but-
you could export the raw file, and then
Yep.
does Lightroom support it now?
Yes.
Okay. So Lightroom does support it. So you could export. Now the question is, does GIMP support it? Probably not. Yet.
Oh.
Darktable might.
Oh.
I don't know. Yeah.
I think that the iPhone must, when it takes its pictures, it must take multiple pictures and stack them. It's the only way you could alter everything, isn't it?
Yeah, that part I don't know. I'd probably be,
I mean, that makes sense how you could do it because it's got 3 lenses, right? Doesn't the camera have 3
Oh yeah.
lenses?
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's just software, isn't it? Building your picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got 4 now. It's got that depth sensor also.
Yeah. The light, what are they called? Lytro or something like
Time of flight, or what do they call it? I can't think of what
Yeah.
it's called.
I'm forgetting the name all of a sudden, but yeah, exactly. It has that distance sort of thing.
Mhm.
It happens pretty quick, and I have to admit, gosh, I don't know how long it's been since I've had the phone now, but I am continuously impressed by its low light capabilities. I continue to be impressed by it. It just the low light images that it can get are
You think it's much better than the previous?
oh absolutely yeah. Well, I mean, I have the 12. I didn't have, I went from a 10 to a 12.
10. Okay, so you didn't have the 11 then. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't have the 11, but I mean, I am continuously impressed by its low light capability. I mean, I can regularly, as long as I still stay pretty darn still,
Mhm.
get a pretty clean, very low light image, and some people are quite shocked at how dark it can be in a room. Some of the guys at work have even been really interested in how sensitive it can be in low light, and so they've made the break room dark and had me, challenged me to take an image of something,
Okay.
and they're like, "Holy crap!" Like it looks like it's light in the room.
Hmm.
It's
So it goes up to it's got a pretty high ISO then.
yeah.
Well, it's a 1. Is it a 2? Is it supposedly F?
I think it's a 1.8 or a 1.6 or something.
Yeah, I think it's a 1.6 now.
Yeah.
Mine has
That's-
1.8. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's it's pretty darn good.
So it's
Man.
got that with a good ISO and then some
Yeah.
nice algorithm to get rid of noise, basically, for high ISO. I mean, that's
So
I was using that Harman positive paper in the 4x5. That had an ISO of about 2. Yeah.
That's why it took 30 minutes to get an image on it.
Yeah, it did. Yeah. It's like 5 minutes.
Well, Rui said you can't talk trash to it. It's so sensitive.
Mark,
Good
he's
one, Rui.
taking your material here, man.
Yeah, I know, Rui. I came up with an ebook. That's why I'm starting my new year. I sell an ebook on how to
Yeah, how to
6
come up-
weeks. 6
Yeah.
weeks to smart ass comments.
Yeah. That's
Okay, well, speaking of sensitive, I'm going to be really sensitive if we don't get through these images here because I do have to end the show right a little after 7.
Oh, okay.
I've
Yeah.
got a Zoom call with the parental
Coach
units.
wants to see the green screen. That's on my show, Coach. This is
Yeah, I don't have a green screen yet, Coach.
yeah.
So if you want to send me some money, I'll buy a green screen. Other than that, you got to look at my bookshelf back there
Yeah.
because that's money I could put in the green screen would be better spent on vinyl.
On vinyl or beer. Exactly. Yeah, don't waste your money on green.
just buy a bunch of green vinyl.
Yeah, and then just stack it. Yeah, exactly. Oh, and the
There we
with
go.
as many vinyl releases are happening right now. Yeah, you can't. That's the wrong vinyl to invest in right now. You don't want vinyl that rolls up like that.
No.
You want
You want spinning plastic vinyl.
You want, exactly. Yeah.
Well, let's go ahead and jump in here because I think we got a few. Dennis has been playing around and looks like James did a couple. So, do this.
Is this in Flickr, Mark, or is this
What's this, Joe?
is this in Flickr, or did you?
Flickr. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So this was Dennis's new construction down the street from him.
Yeah. Last week.
Lovely.
And then this is the first new one this week from Jose, the Says Phoebe. You don't say. Oh, I didn't know the Black Phoebe has a cousin. I didn't either. I'm wondering if that's a. Do you have a Says Phoebe in Florida, Wes?
I haven't seen, and we have an Eastern Phoebe.
Mm-hmm. That's the only one I'm aware of here.
Yeah.
So maybe this is a western species, but so this is with the teleconverter, so 1200, and the original background. You get to swap out the cloud, the nice puffy cloud sky in the background. Maybe needs to do that, but no, that's nice.
It's a good background.
Yeah,
Nice and clean.
yeah, nice and clean, and yeah. It's got to be. Although with that camera, even with that camera, 1200, yeah, it's probably pretty sensitive to movement. 1200 millimeter equivalent with the teleconverter.
It's crazy. Hey, he won an Oscar.
You did? Who did?
Flickr Oscar.
Oscar.
Yeah, a Flickr Oscar. See?
Oh, he did. Look at that. And the Oscar goes to. All right. Go. We've got a major award winner in our presence.
Yeah, hey,
Major award.
Yeah, he's doing a semi. He's in 53 groups.
yeah. See, that's what it is. You tell him. You tell him, Dennis.
He's an apprentice. He's learning. He's learning how to post to multiple groups. Okay, so James, you get the gold star for the week because you actually did do something related to the theme of dark.
I did it an hour after we finished the.
Okay. So you just walked out, had a cup of tea, walked out the door, and did this then.
Yeah, literally that's what I did.
All right. So this was a 40 millimeter, wide open, dark, totally dark outside at that point, and
Got the Christmas tree in the.
Well, that gives it time as well. Time, that it was taken because it was Christmas.
yep.
Mm-hmm.
It adds to the picture as well. I didn't move it there. It was the neighbor's house.
Getting rid of the tree. They pick them up and mulch them, don't they? Don't they shred them up for mulch and use them in the parks? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
So when we decided on the dark theme, I knew exactly what I was going to photograph. So after I left the office last week, I went out, grabbed my camera, went outside and shot it.
Now Rui says he only knows the Freed's Phoebe. Okay. Which is probably one that's a European species. How about you, Dennis? Any Phoebes? Any Phoebes in your garden?
Don't think we have them here.
Okay. All right. There we go. So we've got the Portugal Phoebe, Freed's, and then Eastern Phoebe, and then the Says Phoebe. There we go.
Wow. Man, I have no knowledge. I know we have birds.
Yeah. Hey, that's a start.
Yeah.
You got to start somewhere.
My cousin sent me the file for this, and I sent back my version, but he said I ruined it.
Oh, so what did you do? Did you put a moon up there and did you take out the Christmas tree and put a shopping cart there?
No, I stuck about 3 different layers of fog in it.
Okay.
It said, "Welcome home."
Yeah.
Oh.
But this one that he's put up, he hasn't told you that light's fake.
It's got the spokes on it. I put the spokes on it, and I must admit, Dennis did show me how to do it.
Oh, okay. So you did a filter on that then?
Yeah,
Yeah.
in Google, not Google. Bloody hell, Gimpy.
And yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
It's I think
Sunburst or something like that, whatever it is. Yeah.
it's called it's called Supernova. Yeah.
Supernova. Okay.
You can change the colours and you can add as many spokes to it as you want, and
Okay.
intensity. Yeah.
Just made it look different. That's all.
No, I mean that bright a light at night, you could easily, if there was a little bit of mist in the and a little bit of humidity in the air, you could see how how you could get that naturally as part of the image. So
Yeah.
that's a good ad. And here we go. This is
Yeah, I was playing. This
you weren't here this was from a couple years ago when you're up in York, right? Yeah.
well, yeah, I think it was last year. Yeah.
Last year? Okay.
Yeah, it was snowing, but there was a bridge. I was standing on a bridge, and I got rid of it. And
Okay. Oh,
because this was 15 millimeter again.
okay. So the bridge was and if you would have kept the bridge in, would it have been going across the right part of the image then?
Yeah, it was further towards the right,
Okay.
and that building wasn't right up against the edge of the photograph. You could see
Okay.
the bridge going across. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you got rid of the bridge. Yeah, which is I don't know what the original image is, but this is a nice end result. It's much cleaner.
Yeah, I had to change the spec a bit, because of the 15 mil.
Mm-hmm.
I dropped the river back down a bit because it tended to go up in the air. You know what it's like with a wide angle lens. If you just move the camera off the horizontal, it's going to start making stuff really weird.
Yeah. It's really easy to get distortions. Get things not straight or square, upright or square. Yeah. No, that came out nice. I like the snow falling.
Yeah, and it really was snowing. Yeah, I had to take out.
You didn't add the York snow filter. They don't have that filter in GIMP.
No, we didn't have that one, but what I did do, some of the snow had landed on the front of the lens, and I had to clone them out because they were just big blobs.
You had water spots, yeah, basically, on the lens. Well, that's a nice result. That's a good. I like the snow falling in the scene. That's nice. Very nice. Okay.
That's what snow looks like, Wes.
Looks nice.
Yeah.
One day.
Yeah. So here we go. Night.
Yeah, and I'd like to say that the sun stars are genuine.
Okay. This is not the Supernova Sunstar filter here.
They're not supernovas. This is the 15 mil again, and this.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
This is what gives you the blades, isn't it?
Okay. Yeah, you've got 10. Is it 10? Yeah. Looks like 10. That's nice. And this was right after sunset?
Yeah, this was sun had gone down and freezing cold.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I stood outside the shop and it was handheld at about 15th of a second.
Wow. Okay.
So the Sony's stabilization seems to work okay.
Okay. Yeah, this says 1.6 seconds. So
Yeah, well, it was handheld. Yeah, I know. I just sort of pulled the camera right into me and sort of leant against the wall.
yeah. Okay, and it's maybe a touch, but I mean, yeah, it's pretty sharp given the fact that it was handheld. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was on hyperfocal focus anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fixed on f8. So
yeah. It's nice. I like the blue sky. It's good. Oh, Rui says it's Friends Phoebe. Okay, I have heard of the Friends Phoebe before, Rui. It's their right to be straight or otherwise, Mark. Okay. Yeah. All right. Very nice. And here we got the narrow streets of York.
Yeah, this was one I discarded once before, but when I went back to this one, I like the pie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
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 Pie.
Hell yeah, priorities, man. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Yeah. You got the title from Shambles. Is this Shambles Street? Is that what they call it?
The Shambles is the area. Yeah.
Okay.
It's all very much like this. You can imagine the old horse and carts running down them. Very narrow roads, very quaint shops, go hundreds of years old.
Yeah. And this building doesn't look to be too square or stable.
No, and that's what they're like. They all lean like that right out into the roadway.
Yeah. And they've been like that for a couple hundred years, probably at least.
It's a walled city, so
Yep.
yeah, all the way back to the Romans and the Vikings.
Yep. So this would be good in black and white. You're correct, Rui. This would be a good one in black and white.
Yeah.
Yeah. I took this one with that 65 mil,
Okay.
and it's such a sharp lens. It's just a shame that it weighs so much.
Yeah, that's a heavy lens. Not a lightweight walk around lens. Yeah.
I can
That's
see.
nice. Yeah, this would be nice in black and white. Yeah.
I can see the contents of a chamber pot splashing out from one of those windows.
Yeah, that's what I used to do. Chuck it all out the window. Yeah. They tend to frown on that now, though.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
They better frown with their heads down. I know that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they changed the rules after the Great Plague of London.
Yeah.
Probably a smart idea. Yeah.
Yeah. Probably. Yeah. We're not sure yet, but yeah.
So here we go. Near macro or close up.
Yeah, I mean that 65 mil is a 2-to-1 macro lens anyway. Yeah, so this was the 65 f2.
Okay. So at f2.
The next one is the 50 millimeter f1.4.
Okay. So there's f2 on the 65. Whoa. Okay.
Yeah,
Quite a bit different.
I like this one better.
Yeah, this one's a lot more abstract.
Yeah,
It's got a,
You changed the oranges though.
you know what?
Yeah, you got 2 here, then 3 in the next one, I think.
oh yeah, moved the apple is moved around.
Yeah, I probably turned it around.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think that's what happened. Yeah, because in this one, the apple's over here. Yeah, you flip the orange and the apple around. You're messing with reality. This is not a real image because you changed the reality.
Yeah, when you see them up on the big screen now, I like the defocus one.
Did Dennis? Was this your New Year's bowl of fruit? Like, did you have to have round fruit going into the new year? Is that a tradition or a superstition for you?
No, it's just the bowl of fruit on the side.
I heard about all these New Year's superstitions and stuff, and some people, they had to have like 7 pieces of round fruit or 5 pieces.
Really? That's true. The people that want to have round fruit.
Round fruits and vegetables, you bet. Yeah.
Huh.
And it's an odd number as well. Like, it can't just be, so you can't get 6. You have to have 5 or 7 or something like that.
Okay.
On New Year's Day, I throw money up the hallway. Then when my granddaughter comes over, she picks it up. But unfortunately, she came over a week later, so the money was down there for a week. $10. $10 I changed. Said, got a $10 bill. She's 9.
So round fruit. Huh.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a new one.
Yeah.
But Dennis says no. It's just a bowl of fruit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's loads of traditions. The Italians on New Year's Eve they throw out the old to bring in the new, and they got habits of throwing 3-piece sweets off the balcony on blocks of flats. Yeah, and washing machines. Yeah, and I think after someone was killed, landed on a car, the government banned it.
Oh my God. Yeah.
There goes that one tradition. We can't do that anymore.
I don't know why.
More fun.
Yeah, I mean,
It's going to spoil your new year when a washing machine lands on your car.
Yeah.
Whoa, look at this.
So where is this? You got APR. Is this in a museum of some kind?
Yeah, it's in a few 100-year-old house.
Okay.
it's funny because lots of people who looked at this, my friend sent me a message, goes, "What is it?"
Yeah, it looks like, to me, it looks like a modern art sculpture or something. You know,
Well, what it actually is an apex roof.
Oh, it's a roof.
It was in a kitchen in this couple of 100-year-old building,
okay.
and basically, I just turned the camera up and took a picture of them.
And then
Oh,
tilted it. Yeah. Okay.
now it makes sense. Yeah, because I'm like,
We're
what
looking
in
up.
the
We're not
hell?
looking into the corner of something. We're looking.
Yeah.
up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So this light over here is the skylight. Then is that?
Yeah.
What
it's a roof window. Yeah,
Oh,
Window.
that's pretty
Okay.
good. That's pretty good. Yeah.
yeah. Because you're viewing it on the horizontal. It's not the angle you've seen it.
Yeah.
Th-
Okay.
Now, Dennis, guess what I'm going to say?
It looked better in black and white.
Yeah.
It does have a lot of black in it, though.
Yeah.
It's almost there.
Yeah. It is. You just got to desaturate the yellow here. Now, Rui claims he knows exactly what that is, but I don't know.
Well, I do too now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did. He said that's a ceiling. Yeah.
Well, Ruby's got a slight advantage. You know, he's in a particular part of the globe where, you know, this might be more common.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I mean, in this country, obviously, with all the ancient stuff, this is a place called Pretty Priory, and it's a few hundred years old. You know, it's got the old kitchen,
Mm-hmm.
and cookers, and all that.
Okay. Yeah.
See, in this country, Dennis, something that's old is from the 70s.
Yeah.
This is true.
Old construction is anything before 1980.
Yeah, and
I mean,
stuff
even that is getting old. I mean, 19. You know,
stuff that's
I'm-
ancient is from the 50s.
before 2000 is getting old now.
Ain't-
That's last
ain't-
century.
so yeah, that's how it works here.
But I like vaulted ceilings. I think they're great.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You coming from New Mexico, Joe? You were in some of the oldest structures in America. You know, Santa
Yeah.
Fe and all the old
Right.
stuff there is just about the oldest buildings in America for the most part.
Yeah.
Real close. And Wes has got a few down there, St. Augustine and that type of stuff, or some old forts and stuff were 400 years old. And Santa Fe's got 600 years old, maybe 500 or 600 years old.
Yeah, and then you do have like the missions and stuff like
Mhm.
that,
Yeah.
which actually come through. Arizona at the same time.
In California, all up and down the coast. Yeah. But yeah. No, typically in America, really old is anything like over 100 years old. It's ancient.
Yeah. Ancient is anything from the 50s. Yeah.
So I'm ancient.
Yeah.
Well, you know, sorry, James, but yeah.
Yeah.
We're in trouble now.
Yeah.
You'll get there one day, Joe.
It's coming sooner than later, isn't it?
I'm in my 50s. That's close.
Yeah, he can take the mic because we've already got there, so we got nothing to worry about.
Yeah, that's the thing about life. We all get our turn, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's Dennis bragging about how big a sensor is.
Yeah. Now this is for your benefit. I wanted to remind you what your camera looked like.
Oh, yes. Oh,
Right?
that-
Oh, look at him. Oh,
Yeah.
he's actually poking the bear right now, Mark.
Yeah, he
You know,
is.
He's
Yeah.
he's making fun of you right now.
Yeah, he is.
I
I deserve it. I do deserve it.
actually went out and took some film cameras with me. I decided to use up the rest of the rolls in the cameras.
Okay.
Yeah.
How
So
many shots did you get through then?
I got through 2 rolls of positive, and
Okay.
I've already got 4x5 positive to develop, and I've got 120 positive developed. So
Okay.
near the point where I'm going to buy some E6 Technol.
Okay. All right.
Hey,
Well, you got-
Dennis, how's the Wi-Fi on this camera?
yeah.
It's okay, but it doesn't save files very well.
What about Bluetooth? Does it have
Yeah.
Bluetooth?
Bluetooth. Yeah. Does it have the latest aptX Bluetooth?
Yeah.
Yeah, the hardest job about taking this picture was I had to keep pushing the button on the light meter because it was going off.
Yeah, that's true. So
Yeah.
no, actually, I know, probably don't believe me, but I was actually planning on going out and doing some stuff, just photos of the backyard in the winter, and then it was raining, and then all the stuff happened. But you're gonna guilt me into this sooner or later.
Yeah.
Here.
How did
Yeah. I'm waiting for it to snow so I can get some snow pictures. I might do it then.
Okay.
that's my excuse? Yeah, I'm waiting for snow as well. Dennis.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
As soon as it snows here, I'm getting my camera out.
Yep. Well, there you go. Rui says the memory card on that thing is huge, but it only takes one image.
Yeah, it only says.
It's like the memory card from the original digital cameras. You know, when they, what camera was it that it used? Remember the 3.5-inch floppy disk? You know, the hard floppy disk.
The Sony Mavica.
I think that used that, right?
Yeah. Don't forget, I've got 10 sensors there.
Yep.
Yeah. You just slot a new sensor in every time you want to take a picture.
Yeah. No, that. Thanks for reminding me, Dennis.
Yeah.
I was sitting at the house this afternoon. I had 2 hours to spare for this meeting, and I thought, let me go outside and take a shot.
Yeah.
We got some flowers on the bushes,
Uh-huh.
so I thought I'd take one of it.
Look at that. Yep. Spring is just around the corner. Now, Wes says you're probably at the last week of your winter, right? Don't you have like a week and a half of winter? Mid-January?
Yeah. February can be cold too, but after that,
Yeah. Usually by mid-February, you guys are warming up pretty, getting warmer rather than colder. Yeah.
Yep.
And we're usually by March 1st. Yeah. I mean, it's not that it ever really gets that cold here in the winter, but if you've got something coming out up there, James, that means there's probably some stuff budding out here too, I would imagine.
Well, there's buds all over the bushes, but there's some leaves growing on some as well.
Yeah.
I was looking at our azaleas yesterday, and they're starting to.
They're
bud.
starting to bud. Yeah. 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 Ours probably will be in the next week or two. Yeah. Nice. I like that. So you did 40 millimeter, 6400. Okay.
I use my favorite lens.
ISO 800. Was it a little dark outside?
Well, it kept saying in the camera, it kept saying recommended this, and so I just keep changing the aperture and the shutter speed all the time. So I did it manually,
Mm-hmm.
and I got it where this came out nice, and where I said that'd be it, that'd be the shot.
Yeah.
And then
I like the look of it.
and I cropped it, obviously.
Mm-hmm. No, I like the look of that. It came out.
That's the main part I wanted. I didn't want the rest of the stem. I just wanted that. That's it.
Mhm.
That's what I needed.
Oh yeah. I mean the leaf is the focus, and then you've got the bud that it's coming out of, and that's all you need in that.
Yeah, that's the story.
That does a good job. Well, nice.
It's been in the GIMP as well.
Yeah, the whole thing was done gimpy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
So
made
you
sure.
got the border. It was a GIMP border, right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, everything's gimp and dark table.
Okay.
Because usually when I do my images, I go straight into Lightroom, touch them up, then go back into GIMP and stuff. But this, no, I must do it. Stick to GIMP. That's it.
Yeah.
Because I want to get used to it.
Yeah.
All my photos today were all done in Darktable and then again.
Okay.
All the raw files, yeah.
Good. Well, good images, guys. For those of you that were intrepid enough to post images.
What happened to the theme of dark then? Not many people did it.
No. You and your cousin were the only
Yeah,
two.
I did it.
The retired people found time to do images.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one my cousin was going to do, and then I thought I'll keep mine back.
Mhm.
I didn't want you guys stealing my ideas.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. All right. Well, we got one more week for this, so I will endeavor to actually create a new image this week. Something revolving around the theme of dark. Now, for Joe, that just means do something in black and white, and that's
pretty much. Yeah,
Yeah.
that just exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got to do. Yeah, I'll put my one up next week. You see, so you guys can't just steal my ideas, even though my cousin says it's rubbish.
Don't get upset at the haters, Dennis. You just do what you need to do. You just do you.
It's terrible. It's like that guy on the program, wasn't it? When he goes like, "Yeah, that's where you are today."
I think that's a statement you won't ever forget.
No, I felt sorry for the guy. He's going like, "I really like this," and he goes, "Yeah, but that's why you're where you are, and that's where I am."
It's in the eye of the beholder.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. All right, gentlemen, great show as always. Rui, thank you for popping in. Coach, thank you for joining in real quick. And yeah, Joe should be shamed for not having the green screen going, and me too. But yeah, I'm saving my money and I'm putting it into vinyl this month.
Yeah, put it into the real vinyl. Yeah,
the vinyl budget is actually I've got some money spending on vinyl here in the next month or two. So
got my new copy of Asia.
there you go.
Nice.
Yeah.
Come on, Joe. You
You
got
listened to it yet?
to soon, Joe.
No, still in the wrapping.
Okay.
Still,
All
I'm waiting on my new. I'm starting to put stuff in outer sleeves, so I've got outer sleeve coming.
Okay.
Um,
I mean, you weren't doing that before. You weren't putting. You're just doing inner sleeves and no outer sleeves, huh?
I was.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna start doing outer sleeves and then getting gatefold sleeves as well. Our friend from Germany that I think you watch him as well.
45 audio. Is it 45 vinyl audio or something like whatever?
Yeah, 45 RPM audio file, I think.
Do you watch that one, Wes?
I've heard of him, but I don't watch him now.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, he
the
does.
gatefold, I don't have that many gatefold, but I need the gatefold sleeves. That makes because I don't have any gatefold, sleeves that are
More and more stuff is coming gatefold. I mean, this is gatefold.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know what I'm
I
saying?
need the 2 album sets. I mean, I probably only have 15 or 20 that are gatefold, but
Yeah,
they're regular sleeves at this point. So
More and more stuff. I got the, of course, this one, the Brothers in Arms.
Mhm.
So, this, I'm keeping it in this until I get my new outer sleeves.
Yeah. I've got. Which ones did you order, Joe? Which gatefold sleeve did you get?
MoFi. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm all in on MoFi.
Okay.
Yeah, if MoFi makes it, I'm buying it.
You're a MoFi mofo.
I am, and Wes is the one that turned me on to them, because I was getting the round ones. Now I get all square ones, and I really prefer them. MoFi inner sleeves are running out, so I went ahead and got another brand, and as Mark saw, they're just like a millimeter too narrow. So
okay. They're just too. Yeah.
So they fit some disc, but not all of them. Not all records are kind of cut perfectly. So
yeah. There's an extra little. Yeah, they're cutting a bit. They were trimmed a bit too close. Yeah.
Yeah. So the MoFi sleeve, there's nothing like the MoFi, man. So
Yeah.
I mean, So I just naturally, if I'm using only MoFi inners,
Yeah.
I better just use MoFi outers.
I've been using this Sleeve City inners, the round cut inners, and I haven't had any issues with those.
Yeah.
And I'll probably keep doing those, but I'm definitely gonna get some MoFi outer gatefold sleeves for sure.
Yeah, the gatefold, I'm going to start. For some reason they were back ordered or something, so my outer sleeves are.
Yeah.
That's what she
Yeah.
said. That's great.
That must be a new product for them, because I didn't know MoFi was doing gatefold sleeves.
Okay. I'm gonna have to go on there.
I don't either. Yeah, I didn't. I haven't. But I do have the. And I guess they were back ordered, like I say, because I'm not getting them till next week.
I'm gonna have to order some of those because I've got enough gatefolds. I saw that guy and I was like, I need gatefold. Yeah, I've got enough of them now where it makes sense. So
Wes, this Jack Johnson right here was the hardest freaking record to get ever.
Yeah, why is that?
I have no idea. But I've been trying to get this one since July. I ordered it. My order was canceled a couple times because you just couldn't get your hands on it. The local guy here said, yep, they fly the minute he gets them. 20th anniversary edition. Nothing super special about it. It's just hard to get. So I think people are going ape crazy over it. You know what I'm saying?
All right, guys. Good one. I've got my dad is texting me saying, "What the hell? Come on, start the thing." So I gotta go.
Exactly. Yeah. Take care, man. Peace.
You guys have a good week. Be safe. All right. See ya.
Bye now.
I'll give you a call in a week then, cuz.